The guy was so convicted about what he believed in that he was willing to die for it. That is why when you go to Atlanta, his jacket is in the airport. Have you ever seen his airport in the jacket in the airport, and his wallet and his shoes? It's there. That is why you can read a bio about him. He died for something. Can I quote something that the master teacher said? He said, if you save your life, you will lose it. A powerful statement. Let me repeat what he said. He said, if you save your life, you will what? Lose it. I'm just here to pay the mortgage, to pay the car note, to make ends meet, to send these kids to school. I don't want to step on anybody's toe. I just want a comfortable, nice life. Do you know that when you die, we will not even remember that you are here? Because you try to save your life, but you lose it. And so society will not remember you. But the master teacher said, if you lose your life, you will what? You will gain it. Martin Luther King Jr. gained what? Life. That is, no matter what generation, we will always what? Read about him. Talk about him. In every state, there's a Martin Luther King what? Drive, Boulevard, Road. Now, don't ask this out loud. Ask yourself, when I take my last breath, will you manage to remember me? Don't say it loud, just say it to yourself. Say it to yourself. Now, after wrap up, I have 5 minutes. I have 5 minutes. So I touch on the foundation and leadership. By the way, I can't go in what you need to do in the diaspora. I don't have that time. But can I touch on something, the last thing before I wrap up? Living beyond yourself. Write that down. You're not here to make ends meet. You're not here to pay off your mortgage. By the way, you need to pay it off if you can. Yeah. You need to be debt free. But you're not here for that. You're not here to pay off your car note. You're here to make a difference. You're here so that the next generation can go further because of you. Write this down. The greatest act of true leadership is who you are raising up. Do you know if you want to live forever, all you have to do is raise other people up? The master teacher Jesus never leave a building behind. You can go to Jerusalem, there is no building named after him. He never raised up a building. The first thing that the master teacher did was to find 12 men and pour himself in, because he knew he was not going to be on earth forever. So if you want to live forever, raise people up. They will always talk about you. That's the greatest act of true leadership. Do you know if what you start when you die, you're a failure? I was talking to our friends yesterday. Let me say, do you know that what you start when you die, it failed, you're a failure? If what you start when you die, it died, you're a failure. Write this down. True leadership is beyond one generation. Write this down again. True leadership is never measured in the lifespan of a thing. True leadership is never measured in years. True leadership is measured in generation. And so here we are measuring things in years. And so who are you raising up? Who are you passing the baton on to? Can we stand on your shoulder tomorrow and go further because of you? So I'm wrapping up now. I have 2 minutes. As a leader, what are you brewing that the next generation will drink? And so as you write, I want you to think about not only yourself, but the diaspora. What is it that I probably need to change in my home country? Or probably I need to change in the classroom. Probably you can't do it in the big, massive way that will make national headlines. But you need to start something. Probably you need to start a quiet revolution. Simple. Soft power. Have you heard about soft power? Soft power. Country like India, they flex their muscle through soft power, through medicine. I'm the largest producer of vaccine. I can influence you because you need some of my vaccine, right? So I'm not going to be loud and boisterous. I'm not going to pull the weapon of mass destruction on you. I'm going to pull the weapon of wisdom on you. And so I'm going to wrap up now. Have 1 minute. Have 1 minute. I can see the clock. I can see the clock. But I'm happy that you come, that you came. I'm happy that you are writing down this. I'm happy that when you go back to wherever you are Monday, that these thoughts can simmer in your mind. Simmer. Bring it to a productive use. That you are the leader that the world is looking for. You are, as my friend Randall said, you are the man in the mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. You are that person. You are what the world is looking for. That righteous anger inside of you. That idea. That vision. Don't take it to the graveyard. We don't want you to take it to the graveyard. We want you to empty it out into this generation. We want someone to stand on your shoulder. We want you to put the baton of leadership in the next generation. And hopefully, when we are going through an airport, we will see your picture in that airport. We hope we will see your autobiography. And guess what? There's no autobiography ever written about someone who pays off his or her mortgage. I'm trying to pay off mine, but I'm just saying, there's never been an autobiography written about, here's Dr. So-and-so. She paid off her mortgage at the age of 40. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Jamar!
Pay off the mortgage, pay off the car note, and just survive. And so this is an encouragement to me that there is much more beyond what we are actually doing now. We need to actually be living.
Amen.
Perfect. Yes, doctor. I remember that part.
Also, the most important of the statement she made is that if you want to continue to live, to live for others today, that your life will continue in them and in the other generation and the other generation. That is the most important thing as leaders we need to.
I am so happy you said that because that is why we are here.
Wow.
And this is why we do what we are doing.
Yes.
We are impacting nations. So we are definitely delighted that you have taken that part because for us, that is paramount. Perfect. On my right. And you're in the glasses and I'm looking.
My takeaway was you have to have a vision. I believe in a vision, and so he just, made it more prominent today. So just gonna push forward and continue with a vision for sure.
Perfect. Without a vision, the people shall perish. So yes.
Like the lady said in the front, like living beyond yourself, like that really spoke to me because like I've really felt like before I was living my life just going day to day, doing like just working and paying my bills. But like recently I had a transition, like there's more to life than that. Like you need to find your purpose, you need to help people do more things. So yeah, that one stuck with me.
I love it. Please go ahead.
The part about the graveyard, that part really hits me because sometimes we have all of our vision and purpose and all of that. We may serve other people's vision and mission, but yet we never serve our vision and mission, and we go to the graveyard with all of that piled up inside of us. We never go to the graveyard empty. We go full with all of that inside of us. And sometimes we may have a business idea. Sometimes we may have a song that we need to write or a book. And we come on earth to share and flesh out all of those things so that we can serve other people.
Right.
But at the same time, we go to the graveyard with it, and it never releases. So that part hits me.
I wonder if you're listening to my brother Ron.
What stood out to me is how he said, every seed has the potential to become a tree, but not every seed becomes one. Just like we all have the potential to be leaders, but not every human being
Will be
I was
leader.
like, ooh, that is powerful.
Nice. I love it. I love it. And to even add on to that, what he was also saying is that the environment is very important for that seed to grow. So that seed, for that seed to become a tree, it has to be in the right environment. So that means that you gotta lose some people, lose some things, gain some things. You know what I mean? Dash for some things. Yeah. So right. Yeah, delete some things and delete some people. Right, in order for you to move from one place to the next. Right? Delighted. Very, very delighted. Awesome. All right.